Hello everyone, Sandrek here. So hope you all are having fun exploring Inazuma and opening chests and getting all the extra primal gems, and hopefully all of you have gotten the characters you wanted, either Ayaka or the 4 stars from the banner if you're polling. Now for today's video, since Inazuma just came out, there isn't much to talk about. However, I will be putting out a video later ranting a little bit about the questline, which I feel was kind of rushed. But other than that, today my video I want to focus on the Golden Apple Archipelago, which was just closed last night in my local time. So what I want to focus on exactly is why is the Golden Apple Archipelago a temporary map and not a permanent one? And for me, there are 3 reasons. First of all, the main reason is of course mobile players. The Inazuma patch is about 7 gigs for us PC players, and I believe it's somewhere around 1 to 2 gigs for the mobile players. However, even with that downsize, it is still kind of hard for mobile players to be able to keep up with all the map expansions. So it makes sense for less important maps like those that we're just trying to get people to stay in the game while 1.7 is coming a patch, while 2.0 is coming a patch later. So it makes sense for those maps to be temporary because they don't have much lore wise based off. Now the second reason of course is Mihoyo flexing to other companies. Now, if you are aware, a lot of competition games, a lot of companies are creating games of similar style to Genshin in order to compete with the market. However, currently no game has been able to really be a real competitor for Genshin. Now, of course, for the global side, we're looking at the something Raven ones. I'll put the picture up here, I forgot the name. And for the Chinese side, of course, we're looking at Tower of Illusion, both of which are doing okay at the moment. However, they're nowhere near the hype of Genshin during Genshin's release. So this is kind of a way for Mihoyo to just flex at those companies. See, I can create a map and now I can delete it. This is just how much resource I can waste and still be able to do better than you guys. And of course, that part is more of a personal take on it, but I believe Mihoyo does have quite a bit of flexing going on within this. Now the third part, which is the most important part, is that the Golden Apple Archipelago was actually in a sense used as sort of a beta testing playground for Mihoyo to implement new features. So we saw the sailboat feature, and that one was implemented later on in Inazuma. So this is pretty good in the sense that, when Mihoyo was thinking about an idea to implement, instead of implementing in a beta patch and only having like 3 or 4 weeks to test it, what they can do is they can implement in a temporary map and let all the players test on it. And of course they will hear feedbacks from players regarding whether this is very useful or whether we really hate this thing. And if it's really useful, they can just quickly implement into their next patch or their next map expansion. And then if it's not very useful, in the case of maybe if Dragon Spawn was a temporary area, maybe they would have removed the shear code. And of course, personally I'm not a huge fan of the shear code, but I know some people are. So just using an example here. So in that case, in the future, if they add mounts, if they add any new feature to the map, they can add it to a temporary map first, having the actual players, not just the beta testing ones, test it out. And the players would give feedback on all forums and Reddits and even make videos like me. I'll make videos about it, and then they can take a look at those, and if it's overall of positive feedbacks, then they can implement it into a future patch. And if it's overall more negative, then they can just completely scrap the idea because it's a temporary map. So that is my personal take on why Golden Apple Archipelago is a temporary map. And please let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions, if you have any ideas that I did not cover. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. Thank you and enjoy Inazuma.